video purposes. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and like. If you are absent, you're trying to catch up on stuff, like you're not doing it, you're like you messed up at the beginning or you messed up 3 weeks ago, look back at those videos. All those videos are posted on Canvas and are linked. You can go back and then try to do the class work that you missed. Everything's available for you on Canvas and YouTube. All right, let's write this down. All right, so we're going to be combining like terms. What does that mean? We are going to put together things that are alike. So if they're alike, you're going to combine them. We're going to combine them. I don't know what else to say. Thanks, Emmanuel. So here I have a variable m. It stands for a number that I don't know, and I'm not going to know it. So I'm going to circle everything that has an m next to it. This 3 does not have an m on it, so I'm not going to circle it. This 4 does have an m, so I'm going to circle this 4m. Oops, sorry. I was supposed to also circle the plus sign. My bad. Circle the plus sign as well. I will want you to circle the operations this time. And this 2 does not have an m, so it's not going to be circled. So that means that I have 5m plus 4m. Those are like terms. Those look alike because they both have an m on it. They both have an m on it. So I'm going to combine them and make them 1. So what is 5m plus 4m? What is 5 monkeys plus 4 monkeys? What is 5 monkeys plus
9 monkeys.
I love it. Love it.
9 monkeys jumping on the bed.
No, don't jump on the bed. So 5m plus 4m is equal to 9m. Now I look back and see what is not circled. I have a 3 all by itself with a plus sign. So I'm going to put a bubble next to it. And then I'm going to put a bubble next to the 2. These 2 bubbles have like terms. Just single numbers that don't have variables on them at all. They're just simple numbers. So I'm going to put a simple number plus a simple number. They don't have anything attached. To me, they're like money. So it's 3 plus 2 is like $3 plus $2. So what's 3 plus 2? 5. So I check to see, did I circle everything? Everything's used up. So therefore, these will make up my answer. My answer is 5m plus 5. And that is my final answer right now. I can only simplify these. I cannot solve them because there's no equal sign. Okay, so this is my final answer. That's it.
Wait, so you can only add them if they're like the same?
Yes, you can only add them when they have the same variable, when they look alike.
So your answer is a question?
Your answer is like not done. Yes.
The answer is the equation.
This is technically what is called an expression. Expressions have no equal sign. If it's an equation, it would have an equal sign and you can actually solve it. Because remember, like last week, if I did this, weren't you able to solve this? Right? Draw your bars?
Yeah.
But now I took away the equals 20, so you can't do anything. You can't move anything. You're stuck. So we're kind of stepping like one step back to go 20 steps forward. Eventually, our equations are going to look like this, and they're going to have an equal sign at the end. It's going to be fantastic for me. I don't know about you guys, but I love these. These are my favorite problems. All right, let's try this one. 8 plus 4w plus 7 plus 2w plus 1. First thing is write it down. Now, I'm going to circle the w's, and I'm going to circle with the operation in front of it. Okay? Anything else have the same variable? Nope. So I'm going to write 4w plus 2w. I'm not going to write that plus sign because it's the beginning and we really don't write it. We're good. So I have 4 watermelons plus 2 watermelons. How many watermelons do I have?
6 watermelons.
6 watermelons. So when you guys look at your variables, sometimes kids are just like, I don't know what to do. Well, what I do, literally, I really do this as a grown-up when I take tests. I think of like things like, okay, so this is 4W plus 2W. Okay, 4 watermelons plus 2 watermelons is 6 watermelons. And sometimes that's easier for you guys to do the math. You're just like, oh, it's just like watermelons. No big deal. It's not harder. Now I'm going to bubble in the numbers that don't have any variables to it. So I have 8 plus 7 plus 1. Those are all the numbers that don't have any variables. They're like money. They're just single numbers. 8 plus 7 plus 1 is equal to
16.
16. So I check my problem. I see everything's circled. That means everything's been taken care of. So this is my final answer, 6W plus 16. That's how much I can simplify this to. Now notice I write my answers with the variable in the front. That's algebra. Correctly writing this in the proper way, like proper English, proper math, would be to write the numbers with the variables in the front, and then the numbers that are just single, no variables, are written all the way in the back. Okay? We okay? All right, so this is like level 1. Now I'm going to make it just a little bit harder, just a smudge, just a smudge harder. 6 parentheses x plus 4 plus 5x plus 2. So what's different about this one?
We have the x and the 4 and parentheses.
Yes, and you have this number in front of it, right? So this part, we have to do the distributive property, which means you take the number that is outside and you give it to what's inside. Okay? Via multiplication. So it would be 6 times x plus 6 times 4. So first I have to do the distributive property. 6 times x is 6x plus 6 times 4 is 24. Now I bring down everything I haven't used. I haven't used the plus, I haven't used the 5x, the plus, and the 2. All right, so the first step when you have this parentheses situation here is to get rid of it by using the distributive property. Now I am going to circle my x's. Here, circle the operation that's in front of it. Then I'm done circling. I'm going to write it again. 6x plus 5x equals, what's 6 x-rays plus 5 x-rays?
11 x-rays.
11 x-rays. Good. And then I'm going to bubble in, and feel free to use like different colors if you want to like shade the x's one color and then shade or highlight, you can if you want. You can just bubble in like me. 24 plus 2 is going to give me 26. I circled everything, right? So then my final answer is 11x plus 26. So this is like level 2. Level 2 involves you doing the distributive property. Are we okay so far? Are we ready for level 3?
I think that's much easier.
Yeah, I mean, so this is going to be taught today, and then on Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to be doing problems like 5x plus 7 plus 2x plus 3, right, is equal to 100. So you're going to have an equal sign where you're going to draw your bars, right? But you're going to have like 2 x's. But the way we do that is by learning this part.
Ms. O'Malley, so we don't have school on Friday?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, but I don't see you on Friday.
Did we write that down?
No, that was just to give you a heads up of like what's coming next. Okay?
Oh, okay.
I see into the future. All right, so we're going to go 5D plus, yes?
Do we have a test this week?
Check the modules. Check the modules. Is there an announcement? Why, yes, there is. Did Miss O'Malley announce it in class? Yes, she did. All right, level 3. Are we ready?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
I wasn't going to accept a no, so good answer. All right, now it's a D. So we're going to circle all the ones with the D. Super important. The mistakes that kids were doing the other periods is they ignored this. Don't ignore it. Do not ignore it. Circle it. Circle the operation in front of it. So we have 5D minus 2D. Where did I get that minus? Right there. So do not ignore it. It makes a huge difference in your answer. So what's 5 dogs minus 2 dogs?
3 dogs.
3 dogs. Awesome. All right. Now I'm going to bubble in the other numbers. So if I had $10, I let you borrow $3, and then my mom gave me $4. How much money do I have now? 10 minus 3 plus 4.
11.
Yeah. Cool. So my final simplified answer would be 3D plus 11. Are we okay with level 3? So level 3 is just those subtraction signs. You might have some you might have some negative answers in your classwork. So just go slow, take your time, show your work. Now, same drill, right? We're going to be in breakout rooms and you're going to show work just like this in your notebook. There's a total of 12 problems and I'm going to be checking this work with a picture later on today. Miss Salim Rojas and I are going to be checking answers as, in class and making sure you're on it. One more thing I want to check. What if I go 5 apples plus an apple? So a lot of kids have an issue with when it's just an A all by itself. Well, how many A's is right there? How many do you see right there?
1.
1, right? So people they ignore it. I feel really bad. Don't ignore it. There's an invisible 1 that you don't see there, but it's there. And when we think of variables like 5 apples plus 1 apple, what is 5 apples plus 1 apple?
6 apples.
6 apples. So when you see a variable all by itself, it has a value of 1, okay? Like 1 apple, 1 X, 1 Y. We just don't write it. Here, I wrote it out for first
But what
period.
if it's B?
Yeah, so whatever letter it is, like if you see them like this all by itself, what you don't see, but it's there, it's just invisible, is the 1 in front of it. So if it was B on your paper, it's really a 1B. We in math just don't like to write the 1s. We like to save ink and lead. So it's invisible. It's there. It's just invisible.
Wait, so if we get Y, we put 2 X and Y or 2 Y and X?
Wait, what? What was the first part you said?
Like if we get 2 different letters, do we add them together?
Oh, you will not get 2 different letters today. That's for the next day. I'll teach you what to do with those. But today's assignment only has 1 letter, so it's easier for us. So we practice the easy part, and then when we get comfortable, then I'll throw in a bunch of letters at you and then get crazy.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so don't worry about the 2 letters, at least not today. I will be throwing in more letters probably on Wednesday. Just